Goddess be with you.
I have a bit of cleaning up to do down here. However, I would be happy to give a brief lesson in the art of locks. You have done me a good turn, Warsworn. Therefore, I am more than happy to share some of my considerable wisdom in the art of locks with you. I have a bit of cleaning up to do down here. You have done me a good turn, Warsworn. Therefore, I am more than happy to share some of my considerable wisdom in the art of locks with you.
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong... Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace, be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children.
No vagrants, no beggars.
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace, be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children. Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her. Displeasure.
You're new.
Approach and await the wisdom of the fates. I am the great Kells Cafferty, sworn and scrupled servant to the Sisters of Destiny. Speak, that I may divine your future, and through my gift, bless your mortal soul. I don't like strangers who ask a lot of questions. This town is full of old fools. Most of them will believe anything you tell them. I'm sure Durfel is not very fond of me. I beat him in a game of cards many years ago, fair and square. Well, by my standards, anyway. Traditionally, this sort of transaction happens under more discreet circumstances, if you understand my meaning. Tell you what, I'll part with it for a hefty price. Very well. It's practically highway robbery, but I'm not in any condition to argue. Pleasure doing business, friend.
Not a refugee, are you? Don't look it. No Fae, no refugees, not in Tirin's Rest. I fought in the war, but Priestess Corellon is my general now. Without her guidance, every one of us will be huddled in tents like refugees. I fought in Gallifore Plain and the War of Paris. Took a wound in Oriator's lance. I served my time, served with honor. The Priestess guides, and I guard. She lights the path, and I keep a sharp eye for those that stray. They'd have done well to lead a pious life before the war. They think they can come crawling here for a second chance. But it's too late. The wheat has been parted from the chaff. There is nothing for them but to accept their fate as Lyria dealt it. Tuatha, summer, winter, it makes no difference. They're no friend of mortal kind. What do you expect of a thing with no grasp of morality or honor or death? Well?
Old Nareen Farm is back again. What can it mean?
Lyria has guided us through war and famine.
The people of Rathir hold fast to Lyria, but our faith is purer. Why else could we have passed the war unscathed? Well, now the Nareens have settled in again, there's no harm in paying them a visit, is there? Everyone knows Candir's been sneaking off to the Fae pools, but what in Lyria's name is he doing there? Priestess Corellon's sermons are so full of strength and hope and wisdom. Priestess Corellon's sermons are so full of strength and hope and...
Oh, I'm sorry. I almost didn't notice you. I'm making remarkable progress in my research. You see, I'm writing the definitive biography on General Oriator. Without his courage and tactical brilliance, we'd never have driven the Tuatha from the plains. He and General Varlin are why I've come here, to comb the old battlefields for clues of what happened. You might say she was the moon to Oriata's sun. Oh, I know some would take offense to my saying that. All the same, it's true. The first was the Battle of Galliford Plain, then... Oh, don't get me started. Well, the Battle of Galliford Plain was the first triumph pinned to Oriata's name. Then into Willy, the Dawn March, the War of Parries, Varlane's Gambit, and finally, Oriata's stand. He died driving the Tuatha from Erethel. You shouldn't think all Loselfar are so devoted to Lyria. Where I come from, in the north, we take a much more balanced view. I come from the far north. Although we are farther from the action, a war against the Alfar is a war against us all.
Well, a new face. Welcome to the Reedsong Inn. Come in, and Lyria light your way. If you can spare a coin for our troops in the war, well then, all the better. That I do. We all must do our part. Have you got a few coin to spare, then? And what about them? I don't see what they're doing to fight the Fae. Now you look into your heart. See if you can find it in you to come back and give some another time. High Priestess Tirin made camp right here on her sojourn to settle Rathir. It is said she was given a vision by Lyria on this very ground. Our goddess and protector, the Alfar's guiding light, it was her will we were spared the Fae sword 10 years back. I hear the conditions in Cluricon are just wretched. My own son was there, gave his life for the cause. That's why I've taken up collection. Every coin goes to those poor soldiers across the water. As long as you're not a sodding Fae, you're most welcome here. Go on. Of course I am. Now you look into your heart. See if you can find it in you to come back and give some another time. Goodbye, then.
Here's a valiant adventurer come to sleepy Tirin's rest. The war cheer you up and spit you out too? If not, it will. And you'll find yourself in some damn tavern, rotting behind a mug of ale. Just a sorry old remnant of the war. Not sorrier than those damn refugees, the poor sots. It's a fine hill, if you like to sit and rot in your old age. That or praise Lyria's toes morn, noon and night. The old dog died face down into Willy mud. Whatever he was in life, I say that earned his right to be remembered a hero. Irene's her name. Came here going on about old Oriata. Heard I'd fought and seemed set to talk my ears off. So I asked her for a kiss. Turned red as a setting sun and went right back to her books. The war? Ha! The war's a grislier beast than these poor fools have dreamt of. Best not to talk of them in this village. Lyria doesn't love them, or so I've heard, and she's not the only one. Goodbye, then.
You know, I take collection for our soldiers off in Cluricon. We must all do our part, mustn't we? Go on. Of course I am. There's a good soul. Say, would you do one more favor for an olden keep? This purse is full of collections. Would you be so good as to bring it to the box in our sanctuary? I can't go myself, and there's someone I can't trust. If you want to know the truth of it, someone's been swiping from the collections. We don't know who, but I'm sure you weren't the one. Lyria, bless your fate. Sanctuary's just across the bridge at the end of the walk. The box is inside. And if you happen upon the thief, and in my opinion it must take place in the darkest night, tell the priestess to white nil at once. The sanctuary's crossed the bridge and down the path. The box is inside. You can't miss it. And keep your eyes sharp. A little thief has been taking from that box. Sometime in the dead of night, I imagine. Goodbye, then.
Can I help you?
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong... I have heard from Graham how you aided those vagrants. I am disappointed that you did not do what was right. However, all that comes to pass is within Lyria's plan. Time and faith will reveal her vision. You may visit its ruins on the coast. They are a testament to what befall all who displease my Lady of Fate. Aethiop's daughter and the others who went to resettle there showed great ignorance as to the finality of her will. When the war brought Fae to our doors, there was but one righteous Almain, our own Aethiop. That is why we welcomed him and his willful daughter to our home. Our village is a lesson in Lyria's blessings. Take the two villages, Tirin's Rest and Koln. When the Tuatha struck this land, which stood strong? That which loved Lyria most. Why, Lyria is goddess of magic in our people. You should know that. Come pray in the morning in my sanctuary. Learn your own faith. We must do what we can for our Alfar soldiers across the water. Mayra, our innkeep, takes donations for the cause. By my Lady Lyria's grace, I have the power to heal and to cure. In the 10 years since war swept across these plains, I have guided this village by Lyria's light and by the wisdom of her teachings. I was a humble student of faith when I heard the call. It was so keen and clear. I left the temple that day to serve my people as I could. Bless you, child.
Greetings, sister.
Hello. Why would she do this? Have you been to the coast? Did you find her? I'm a merchant, originally of Kulm, and I have seen my share of grief. I know what Kulm meant to her. She was just a child when we fled. But this is folly. The village stood alone along the Tuwili coast, overlooking the sea. It was one of the first places to fall when the Tuatha invaded. Kulm has been abandoned for years, and it's a place best forgotten. Anella was determined to rebuild it, though. It's the land that lies along the western edge of the Forian Strait. The coast bore the brunt of the Tuatha invasion 10 years ago. Even though the Tuatha army is held inside Cluricon, small groups can sneak through the mountains and across the water. It's happened before. If the rumors are true, Anella and the refugees will be right in the path of any raiders. This is my adopted home. The people have been good to me here. But there is no use talking to them of certain things. I gave up trying long ago. No? Then she was still in danger. Still, there is hope. Wherever she went, follow her. Find her. Bring her home.
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace. Be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children. Greetings. Keep the peace in Tirin's rest.
Die, Tuatha! Unless you're going deeper into Verki, I'll take my leave. Those of us who could defend ourselves went out to find supplies. The rest stayed and helped in the ruins. Tuatha picked us off, one by one. Most of this place fell in the war, but it appears the lower levels were mostly unharmed, lucky for us. We were out looking for supplies. Came home to find Tuatha attacking the village. All those people dead, at the hands of those monsters. We drove off the first group, but they just kept coming. The survivors scattered. I left to find where the Tuatha had come from. After 10 years, we thought we could rebuild. I led them here, and here they died. The idea was mine, as is the blame. I should have sent word, but I wanted to give him good news from Colm. Tell him things had gotten better. But they never did, and it's my fault that the refugees were lost. This isn't about me. I've let good people down. I need to make that right. Then you'll just have to help. I've had friends die. People who trusted me with their lives. They're coming in through the water gates in the depths of this place. They must have found them. That's their way in. We see Tuatha crawling out of here every time we pass. As for the gates, I remember them from when I was a child, before the Tuatha came. Unexpected, but thank you. With you here, we just might make it. Let's go. At the bottom, of course. They were used to let boats in. You can be sure we'll find more Tuatha along the way. Are we going?
Stay alive!
fight well enough. More of them! The gate lever! There! Gate lever! There! Come on. Only one left. Let's finish this. Are we going? The gate lever! There! They can't get in this way anymore. Let's go. It's finished. Return with me. If I know my father, he'll want to thank you in person. Are we going? They can't get in this way anymore. Let's go. Are we going?
Die, Gosling!
Refugees aren't welcome here.
What are you doing here? I'm just here for a midnight prayer. Ah, what's the use? You've caught me. Yes, I was stealing from the till. It's not as if those doomed sods off in Cluricon need this gold. Not half as much as where I'm putting it. Not into drink, if that's what you're thinking. There's some wretches off in Forsaken Plain. They don't know it's me. Nobody does. But I leave gold for them when I can down by Snowmelt. Bloody least I can do. You fit right in here. Tirin's bloody unrest. Well, go ahead then. When they hear all about it, they'll toss me in jail. Not half as bad as my time in the war, nor 1/10 as bad as those poor souls that sleep on the open plains. Goodbye then.
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive. Greetings, traveler. I am the mayor of this village, its priestess, and its guiding light. Now tell me, child, are you also a follower of the goddess Lyria? Silly child. Remember what Lyria says in the Lefyrian. Dishonesty is an imprisoning of the self from which you can never escape. Still, if you seek healing, I can aid you. The doors of our inn, trader, locksmith, and sanctuary are all gladly open to the weary traveler. Ah, Florian. I should have known. I will look into this. Thank you. Bless you.
I will never forget what you have done for me, and Anella. No thanks could ever be enough, but please, accept this humble reward. Not a bird to be caged, I'm afraid. Still, I hope her time on the Tawili coast has opened her eyes to the realities of the world. I too dream of seeing Culn rebuilt, but I fear it will be years past this war's end before such a thing could be. Just an old merchant with his share of grief, but his share of fortune too. I have a home here in Tirin's Rest, and my daughter by my side.
guide and protect.
Welcome, child. May your stay in our town be blessed. Bless you, child.
Oh, why, hello. Welcome to Brad and Sergrin. What brings the likes of you to our peaceful little town? If it's trade, Aethiof and I are more than happy to have your business. Oh, yes. Lyria's blessing, our priestess calls it. We have good trade, good health. No violence, no crime. Why, not a soul's been thrown in the... Ah, Gwastel, you old fool. You never did know when to keep your mouth shut. No, I've said too much already. Now listen here. If I so much as breathe a word of the prisoner, Priestess Corellon will... Oh, but there I've gone again. Please, not a word of this to anyone. I've said more than I should already. They'll be angry with me if they find out. Please, I beg you, don't tell anyone. Come again. Oh, why, welcome to Brad and Sergrin. What brings the likes of you to our peaceful little town? If it's trade, Aethiof and I are more than happy to have your business. Oh, yes. Lyria's blessing, our priestess calls it. We have good trade, good health. No violence, no crime. Why, not a soul's been thrown in the... Ah, Gwastel, you old fool. You never did know when to keep your mouth shut. There's a prisoner in the jail. Not a mortal. But Aurella and White Nil said it was right, and it's not as if they see things as we do anyway. He might be happy there. Only please, don't breathe a word of this to anyone. I told you, he's in the jail, in Burren Cove. Go see for yourself if you must. Just don't tell anyone I had anything to do with it. It's good to have Aethiof with his heart and head back in the business. And of course, Anella home as well. She'll make a fine trader, once she's got that wanderlust out of her blood. Common of the youth, don't you think? Just an old merchant, enjoying a comfortable life in the countryside, although trade has been rather slow lately. I've gone and run on at the mouth again. Tirin's Rest is a lovely place, and what's done is done, and locked away and forgotten. Trade is good, not what you'll find in Rathir, to be sure, but please, have a look for yourself. We buried our things during the war. I left something I love, but with all the danger there, I won't go wading back. The priestess is quite a boon to our community. I don't know if we'd be so prosperous without her guidance. Come again. What can I do for you? Good day, then.
Who goes there? Stand forth. You, what do you think you're doing here? State your business or leave. Right then. What do you think you're doing here? I imagine it's a fine enough village. If you don't mind some going on about Lyria, then you're not a refugee. Not much I can tell you about the good priestess. For one, I'm not sure she can't hear us, even now. Her power covers this town, and she coddles it like a newborn child. Smothers it, sometimes, if you ask me. It's what we've got for a prison here. Common cells off that way. They don't get much use. Hardly none at all. Then there's, well, there's what lies beyond this door, which is neither for you nor I to go poking about in. I'm paid to guard this cove, and that's what I do. No one enters, no one leaves. None but the good priestess, or old white Nil. He's the priestess's old watchdog, that's what he is, and my commander. She says bark, he barks, bite, he bites. He keeps me and the militia orderly, and sits on his bench, that's all. You? Go in there? Huh. No, 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 not allowed. Not on your life. Yes, yes, that would be quite a shame, wouldn't it? Why don't you go on through, and not mention this to, anyone?
You are not Nil the White, nor the priestess. Have you come to laugh? or to beg me for oracles. It is a new mortal.
Hey?
Keep the peace in Tirin's rest.
Can I help you?
Well. Come to pay your old friend a visit, then? Suppose you think he did right, don't you? Ha! Shows what you know of Tirin's rest. Still worse off than this old soldier. Look, a roof overhead, and I know I'll eat today. But those poor wretches? Well. All right.
It's safe from here to Rathir, but don't go south. Can I help you?
How could I tell Arin to go?
What's this?
Why have you come here, dustling? Nothing at all. I sit in reverie. I cannot stretch beyond the confines of this circle. Because the priestess and Nil the White put me here, and I cannot leave. It is a prison of powerful magic. The magic of the children of dust. Magic that is strange to me. Yes, more than anything. But as you see, I cannot. There is the gate, which Nil the White can unlock with his key. And there is the circle, My true prison, which can be broken by words only the priestess herself knows. Is that why you have come? You'll need Nil's key to open this gate. The magic words of the priestess will release me from her circle. It was he and the priestess who put me here. He returns from time to sputter and gloat with his scarred thoughts. She saps the power from my limbs and uses it for her own. She is as the cypress, standing tall in a calm, yet bending in the slightest breeze. They brought me here to know the future, wanting riches, wanting luck. When I could give them none of those things, they spat and called me Tuatha and left.
The Fae is a creature of utmost evil, an enemy of all that is good.
Hear my prayer.
You look Cerebel in the eye and tell her she's got
White Nil Kern, they call me. I wore white when I went to war. Now it's my age. I see. It's not pretty, but it had to be done. If you'd seen all that I have, those creatures are a menace. All Fae are the same. They look harmless enough, but what they are is a threat to all Alfar. You're headed to Chloricon, then? And you wish to see what you're up against? This one is the summer variety, but it is no less dangerous. Take this key and try to be discreet.
Well then.
Looking for potions? Very well. If you're heading east to the ruins of Lorraine, or heading to the... Very well.
Yes? I have a moment I can spare for you. Stay safe.
Can't stop now. Thank you for... It's good to keep working. Stay alert.
We've still a long ways. Now, what is it that I can do? For you. Widows spare you.
What is it?
No vagrants, no beggars, no fae.
Welcome, child. May your stay in our town be blessed. I am sure I don't know what you are speaking of. Do what? Are you accusing a daughter of Lyria of... Do you know who I am? If you persist in speaking nonsense, I will ask you to leave Tirin's Rest. I have nothing more to say to you. You are forgiven, as it is Lyria's nature to forgive. You, there. See that a guard keeps watch within my sanctuary. Here, Lyria's name is always on our lips. Bless you, child.
Priestess Coralon's summons are so full of...
You should not have given those wretches the wand. Now they will cling to that ruined farm. They stain the sanctity of our land. What other god or goddess holds magic, mystery, and fate in her hands? None. You would be wise to seek her favor.
My powers return. Benevolent child of dust, accept this gift. Find me among hill and dale. If you are hurt, I will heal you. I have not yet made up my mind what turn of seasons are due to him. I do not think they will be mild. The spell is cut like the tree's deep root. What powers she took from me have ceased to flow.
Oh, I know you are the one who freed that Danger. Yes, Danger. He came to me, cursed me. My powers are gone. I cannot heal or protect the people of my village. And then what he did to White Nil. The poor man. He is down in the cove now, crawling around like a mindless animal. Don't you dare! I will share from the collection with you. Will that keep you quiet? Bereft of his senses after the Fae, he's gone down into the cove, and nothing I say will make him come out again.
This is the sanctuary, where we worship and where our priestess lays her head. We pray to the goddess Lyria. When war raged in Erethel, we found the words of our priestess to guide and shield us.
You are a test of faith sent me by the goddess. Grant me strength to endure it. Even if I had my former powers, I would not waste them on you, you meddling ingrate.
What you... Good to see you again. If there's anything you need, just ask. Nice talking.
Hello there.